Attention, attention, attention. This is Teen number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, announcing that the recording of the net has begun. TY9YUE.
Attention, attention, attention. This is the Telnet C of the day, and I am your net controller. Tingette number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign.
Teen number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. Put me last.
Tingette number 4, Lima Echo, India.
Tingette number 3, Whiskey November Golf.
Tingette number 2, Charlie with our Golf.
Tingette number 2, Delta November Golf.
Uh, I got Tingette number 4, Lima Echo India. Tingette number 3, Whiskey November Golf. Tingette number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Tingette number 2, Delta November Golf. I believe I heard Tingette number 2, Golf Echo India. I want to confirm though. All right, anyone else that would like to come in? All right, then we'll go ahead and start. So I was thinking about a topic for today, and I realized that we have the ability to rewrite our narrative, rewrite our script, to make our lives our own and take control over it. And I think sometimes, at least in my case, I've adopted the narrative sometimes to my detriment, and not knowing, from time to time that whatever I say or whatever I do can manifest or come to be a reality. And so I said to myself, well, what if my life was a movie? What would I have done with it if I had thought about it as if I were the person that was the actor, not the actual, person doing it, but how could I have created a different narrative for myself? And so I thought, well, what kind of what genre would it be if I had a life as a movie? So I'm asking all of you that if your life was a movie and you think back and you think forward and you think of all the things that have happened to you thus far, what genre would it be? Would it be like rom-com? Would it be horror? Would it be would it be drama? What would you say your life would be as a movie if you were to consider the genre? Okay, let's go. Team at number 4, Lima Echo India.
Team number 4, Lima Echo India. If I'm just role playing like as a movie, like not in real life, like yeah, I know like yeah, I would have like a bunch of superpowers and yeah, and let's say I get bullied as a kid, and then later on I gain superpowers like Spider-Man, and yeah, and let's say I see car thieves. What I would do with I would have super fly powers like I'm flying. I have all the powers of Superman, X-ray vision, laser eyes, and super strength, and I can fly like a speeding bullet. I would pick them thieves up, and then I would go all the way up to the highest, tallest building. No, I'm going to go up to the sky level where the airplane is, and I'm going to drop them. And yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Instead of like taking them to jail, I'm just going to drop them one by one. And yeah, that's how I'm going to fight crime. Yeah, I'll drop them in the middle of the ocean, in the Gulf of Mexico. I'll toss one to, like, I'll just use my super strength and toss them all the way up to the moon. And if they're like serial killers, I would toss them and into the sun. Yeah, that's what I would do. Team number 4, Lima Echo India.
All right, sci-fi then. How I don't know how you would find all these bad guys. I imagine you have some kind of Marvel comic type of interaction, or you can pick up their bad thoughts, like Professor X or something. I don't know how you catch them. I guess you're in the act, right? So, how about Tingette number 3, Whiskey November Golf?
Vignette number 3 with November Golf. Mine isn't going to be as exciting as my Sihon. I think mine would probably be like, I don't know, fantasy, because like as of right now, my life is like the goals I set for myself are so unrealistic. But if I were to make that come true, like, I don't know, get money, or like, I don't know, just skip all the hardship and just like graduate and not even remember going to college, but having the skills and all that, I would do it. I don't know, just something like better than what I got now, because if I were to say what my narrative was before I got ordained, it would be like, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Shameless. That was my life living in California, and it was ghetto. So yeah, back to you, Tingette number 3, Whiskey November Golf.
Tingette number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. So sounds like you'd like to have some abilities to erase pieces, or not utilize those as much, or maybe not feel the effects from those pieces in your life, which, I think there are some times when we can look back, or we can look forward and maybe think about decisions and say, well, maybe that wasn't the best choice. And maybe that can also be fuel to create the life that you try to want to have rather than accepting and moving with whatever it is that you've got. So that kind of makes sense. I can understand. I can see that happening. I haven't seen Shameless, but if it is what you described, then okay, I get it. So I've had some movies that have affected me or seemed like, man, that is me. That's me all day. But yeah, absolutely. Ticket number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. What do you say?
Ticket number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Good day, Sergeant Gijan. Good day to Net Controller. Good day to my seniors and my juniors. I am a little confused over the question. I thought the question was, if you have to look back in your life, what genre of movie would it fit in? I'm hearing people talking about superpowers. I mean, back to Net Controller, maybe you could give me some clarification.
Absolutely. Yes, it could be. If you look back over your life and you think about what genre it would have been and what would you like it to be. So if your life before was, tragic, maybe it was tragic comedy. Maybe it was something that, you look back and go, oh man, that was such a bad time. Or man, that was such a cool time, when I did that thing. Or what would you like it to be? How would you say your life has shaped up to be? Was it drama before and it's comedy now? Or was it sci-fi before and it's horror now? What would you say your genre of a movie, your life could be? And what would you like it to be?
Looking back how my life used to be, I think when I was going through those situations, it felt like the end of the world, like, that movie, 2012. Like, shit was just falling apart, dude. The ceiling was crumbling, the earth was shattering. But looking back now, it seems like, well, it feels like it was like a romantic comedy with, different things that happen, different failures, a lot of failures, and things that I can look back and laugh at. Because, yeah, it's funny in hindsight how it happened. And it's funny because it feels like all you could really do is laugh at it. You can't really do anything else because it was so crappy or so tragic. It's like, yeah, it's hilarious at this point. And how I would like it to be. To be honest with you, I have no idea how I would like it to be. I mean, it's easy to say, yeah, I want an easy life. I want $1 million. I want to be the main protagonist who have all these superpowers. That's easy to say, but what I would like is to become a stronger person. I mean, as cringy or as cliche as in this song, I feel like I want to get stronger. I want to get better. I want to be better. And I would like to be a good example. I don't know how that's going to pan out. I know, don't get me wrong, I would like $1 million. I mean, hell, if somebody want to come and give me $1 million, who is me to smack it out of their hands? With open arms, I would accept it. But seeing people around me who have a lot of money, who have a very easy life, they tend to be very weak or unhappy, unfulfilled. And I guess I would like to live a fulfilled life, purpose, contributing, just being better. Back to you, Net Controller. Ticket number 2, Charlie Hotel, playing golf.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. I can understand that. Always trying to strive to be the best version of ourselves. And, we can kind of look at it and say, wow, that person was really messed up in their thinking. Who was that person? I'm certainly not the same. But I can resonate with what you're saying, and we all want the best versions of ourselves, and strength can be in a variety of capacities. It may be emotional strength, it might be mental strength, it might be just not being a mediocre person. That was one thing that I always thought I had tried to strive to get away from, is just being a mediocre person, just blah, just whatever, nothing interesting, nothing good to say, nothing is important, nothing stands out about you. You're just regular Joe Blow. And I always try to be something different than that. So I totally understand your message. So let's go to Tingette number 2, Delta November Golf.
India number 2, Delta November Golf. Yeah. Greeting everyone on the net and Chajang Vijang. Yeah, my movie before is probably like a tragic because I got a lying for like 20 years. My ex-mom and ex-sister. Yeah, it's a tragic. I think it's how my life is based on the lies. And yeah, it's sad, when you find out and you're thinking right now. But yeah, I still can strive and I back up. I stand back, and then I being right now invest in a lot of stuff. So I think it's my next movie. If I have a power to write my own scripts, it'd be like the true story. But in this knowledge, I written back like 20 years ago with this knowledge, you know, it might be change a lot of things in the reality to be better. And I think it's you know, it be more successful, more powerful, and definitely uh, because right now even though I focus on the Tao and the business, and I'm still looking at peace, my own peace, my uh, you know, compassion, love. It's if I write my own script, it's starting from the mind. What we think, what we become. Uh, what we think is come. We make our own reality to to create. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be more do a lot of investment right now. We start doing like a farm, like a goat farm, not like a chicken farm in Indonesia. Like like so we bought some like a goat, like already like a pregnant like that. So when we bought it, like we produce already like 4 or 5 goat and raise them and then duplicate them, right? Uh, I think it's if I can write my own script to being better and live more balance with the Tao and all the knowledge that I know right now, so I can use it later on to maybe making like helping others, like building the school on like that on the village that they what sometimes they have like earthquake or like something going on in their village like that, no bridge, so the kids cannot go to school like that. So yeah, helping a lot of people at the end. But first of all is I need to taking care of myself too. That's the first thing. So back to unit control. Unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
Yeah, the goats. That sounds really interesting. Absolutely. So I wanted to. I don't think I've had a lot of goat products, although I do enjoy them quite a bit. Um, maybe even at some point decided if I wanted to go into doing something like that, like cottage farming or becoming like a person that was over a bed and breakfast. I didn't find it to be exciting enough for me to be in a B&B. It seemed rather closed, so I shied away from it for a long time and didn't go that way. So I decided that it would be better off doing something different. So um, let's try Tingit number 2, Golf Echo India, if you're around. I thought I heard you, but if you're around. Tingit number 2, Golf Echo India.
Number 2, Golf Go India. I hope my sound is okay tonight.
Oh, your voice is really, really soft, and we can't hear you.
Okay, hopefully that is much better now. Back to you, Net Controller.
Yep, that better.
Okay, trying again. Tin Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India. Hi everyone, Sujan, Kijong. Hassia, you come up with the best questions. I love the Nets. So I would say that my life so far has probably been some kind of deeply philosophical, psychological horror. Like if Guillermo del Toro rewrote The Elegance of the Hedgehog, starring Wednesday Addams. I'm just here talking to dead people. Like, I see how that was traumatic for you. How does that make you feel? That's been my life. And if I could choose, I would much prefer it to be like some high fantasy stuff. Like I'm a cool elven ranger, bow hunting in the woods, raising goats and herbs, and occasionally going on fabulous and deeply meaningful adventures to faraway exotic places. Tin Yacht number 2, Gulf Echo, India.
Tina number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. The whole fantasy thing, being off on adventures and, kind of looking at certain things. Like, if you think about it, how, your fantasies sometimes can be reality, sometimes. And if you think about unexpected things, good things can happen, even if they don't necessarily meet the fantasy criteria, like you won't grow fairy wings or be able to fly, but maybe other things can translate into that type of a thing. So you might not be able to fly, but you might be able to make other things happen very quickly. You might be a person who's attracted to, bringing, different healing things to bear. You might have the ability, like Ashajan, to literally rewire your body in certain ways just by eating, doing certain things. And, while you might not be able to mix a potion, so to speak, romantically believe, but maybe there are other practical ways to bring that into fruition. And it's just like the fantasy that we think about. So I'll make one more call out to hear if anybody else would like to join. One more call. Anyone else would like to join in to the net? All right, then. I will answer the question, and I would say that a certain part of my life was a romantic comedy, and then it was a thriller, and then there was some drama, quite a bit of drama, and then it became more more of a tragedy as it got on. And although it wasn't met with despair, I wasn't entirely doubting what my life would turn out to be, but I had a feeling I did want more. And so I think if I were to think about rewriting or retelling certain things or the narrative from my life, I'd like to have to been more heroic, more. I think I would have liked to have been more present, to stand up for myself, to be more active and not so passive, and not be so caught up with thinking, and not be a background, an NPC, as they say, rather than to take the lead in my life, rather than allowing others to tell me how to run it or what to run it as. So that was something that I really needed to address and try to figure out as I went along. And sometimes it worked, and other times it didn't. But at least I tried to become something more than what I thought others wanted me to be. And I learned over time that it was better to listen to my own intuition. And it may not have been the best. It was what I had at the time. And now I have another person. I have Arsha Jawan in my life that I can take advice from and do and see how my life will end up. So it's very exciting. So let's go to Tingette number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. Echo. Echo.
Hi, and everyone on the net. This is Tingette number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. Interesting. Right now, I'm watching a KJ that is like kind of like that. It's about some gods in the heaven, and they have to go down to the human world to live through a life. And this god, very high level god, say that his Yun San is damaged, and he need to heal the Yun San by going down there to go through a life. And he need to pick a partner to go through those lives with him. So he said he need to go down like 7 times in order to heal the whole Yun San. And then he picked this is the male god, so he picked a female, and a female is just like a very small potato working in the love department in heaven. So she's like, oh my God, why did I got picked? And then they went through, the first life was really short. It was really funny because they turned into animal. And the female turned into a white tiger, very cute one. And then the male god was like a boar. So they were like kind of still having their god memory, and they're talking to each other like inside, but the outside is like animal, and they died pretty quickly in the first one. And somehow, because of that, I'm not sure like how that went, but it somehow just got them kind of connected. And then they go through the second life, which they become human, and then they went through some really crazy journey. And then there was the third one, and I think I'm now on the third journey. So it's a wild idea, and they were like people writing the script at the back, and they're not supposed to know what happened. So they kind of know like they're going to be a human, but they don't really know the details. And there was like this guy up there writing the script for them to role play, and they have to go through that whole thing. Well, supposing that you're supposed to drink something and forget about your memory, so you're not remembering anything, and you go through the whole thing. And if you can achieve the end result, which is like usually like, oh, you fall in love with this person, then you pass the test, you come back, and you'll earn your whatever thing. And yeah, so basically it's kind of like that. I was thinking, wow, if I'm here and everything was like a script, that would be kind of funny. But yeah, I think my life is a movie enough already. So I look back, and I don't think like it. Well, it is not like as exciting as a movie, but it is if I write it out like a script. Like you go through all that shitty background, and then you got con, you got scam, and then you got attack, right? A lot of stuff happened. Yeah, it was colorful, but that is what makes me the me today. So like if you erase that, then the me today is not going to be as good. So very hard to say, right? The me today, I'm over with the idea of like thinking of like fantasizing to be better, and then like remove the bad stuff, just keep the good stuff, because that can't happen. Like reality is like this: you need the shit to have the good, right? It's needed so that you can gain that skills when you get out of it. So especially today was talking about Lay's work issue, and the God commented and say he need that to overcome his weakness. and the jobs that he do is actually one of the hurdle that trains him to become the better version of himself, and he still don't realize that he need to actually pass that part in order to get a better life. So if he don't learn his life lesson, he don't improve, then he's gonna like, even you got a new job, you're still stuck because you still need to go through that to become a better version of you, to overcome your weakness. Just like your Saturn also went through similar things to really change your mindset, your weakness, your heart, and all that in order to become the Saturn that is qualified to be a Saturn. So anyway, yeah, that's basically how life is. You need to go through some shit in order to become the better version of you. So whatever you guys are feeling right now, whatever you don't like, you're ill about, it's okay. Look further ahead, 10 years from now, something like that, you'll be fine. You'll be just another example for the newbies later to look at, and they're like, wow, you're so powerful. Yeah, back in the old days, we walk through the mountain to go to school. Yeah, okay, so by then you have stories to tell. But look at what they are, like those hurdles. What are they teaching you guys? What is the weakness that you need to get through? That's a lot of stuff to learn. So back to the controller, TY9YE.
Ting at number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Yeah, the school. I walked uphill both ways. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We wouldn't be the people that we are today without some of that other stuff that we had to overcome. We would be different people. So, yeah. So the current time in Toronto is 9:59. Or yeah, I think it's well, what time is it? It's 8:59. No, 9:59. That's right. Your net controller, Tingnet number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha, concluding tonight's net. Thank you all for joining. Remember, you're always welcome to continue the discussion in the line chat room. The net is officially closed. Its channel is returned to normal use, and we'll see you again tomorrow at the same time and channel. Tingnet number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha is clear.
Unit number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.
Team number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, clear.